Hi everyone, today I was going to do a different video, but I started playing with my Daniel Smith watercolors and I thought I will make a video about this instead. So, as I was mentioning to you in my previous video, over the Easter I took some time to finish off the dot sheets, the Daniel Smith extra fine watercolor 238 color chart dot sheets, I think they're called, dot cards. So basically I went on Jackson's Art and ordered mine from there. I think it cost me about 18-19 pounds. So it is expensive if you think about it, that it's not sort of, you know, watercolor that comes out of a tube and will last you a while, but it is completely worth it, because this way you will never end up buying colors that you look that you see swatches online and they are not what you expected them, because in reality, you know, unless you have it in front of you, you're not going to be able to see it 100% sometimes. So here are four different, so you get four different sheets. So these are obviously the first one, second one. If you want, you can pause and see the names of the watercolors. I won't have time to go through all of them. This is the third sheet. It has all the browns and the neutrals. These two, Quinacridone Sienna and Deep Scarlet, are my favorites from this sheet, but I also have discovered Quinacridone Gold, and I will come back to that in a second. And the fourth and final is this blacks, whites and the shimmers, or the iridescent kind of metallic-y colors, as you can see. So basically you get a dot of watercolor, and then what you do is take your brush and just make swatches so that you can actually see what the watercolor looks like once it's diluted with water. You get, some of them had very little. I think the best example would be the Smalt Genuine. Oops, it's not in the camera. This one here, it had so little that I had really a lot of trouble trying to get it on paper, and also some of them seemed either dry or basically hardly any color came out of this one, which is the Cobalt Green Pale. There were a couple more which a little bit were difficult. I think this one, Ultramarine Red, I don't know again whether that's just mine or whether that's how they are in reality. This one, Minnesota Pipestone, was also a little bit difficult to do, but again, it could be just that they are very pale, very transparent colors. These I found also, the last sheet took me longest. For some reason the metallic paints were harder to get started. So basically what to say about this is that, like I said, it's such a great investment. It's very neat, very organized. You have all your colors from the entire collection, and yeah. So the other thing I would mention about, I mean, it's a huge selection of iridescent and metallic colors that you get, which I didn't expect, and they're very beautiful. My favorite so far is the Iridescent Gold. I have also tried the Iridescent Copper in a illustration, but I haven't tried many others to tell you whether I have discovered any others that I really like. This one is very pretty. It's called Interference Blue, and it's a iridescent, hardly anything there, white and sort of purplish blue color, very beautiful. What else? Not sure how you would use them, maybe just as a little accent here or there. I haven't used many, but I have used that one being the first gold watercolor, and I will share my experience in a minute with you. So what I have decided to do is, having finished this dot card, I have discovered, and then further on I went and did some illustration, I have discovered that actually I really love a couple more colors from this collection, or from this range, and so I have ordered them. So what I have done here is I decided to do swatches of the 4 colors that I already have, which are these. So it's Opera Pink, Quinacridone Violet, Alizarin Crimson and Green Gold. And then I have also done the swatches of the 4 new colors that I have ordered. So that would be Quinacridone Magenta, which is this one. I didn't think of it much until I started painting with it and realized how beautiful it is. Sap Green is a color that I wanted, and previously when I was ordering these 4, they had Sap Green out of stock, so it's back in stock now. Again, maybe not my most favorite Sap Green I have seen, but it is beautiful once you start painting with it. What else do we have? Rich Green Gold. Oh yeah, this color here is amazing. It quite literally, if you paint something within green tones and you're not happy, you just go over this and it just makes it look amazing. I don't know what it is about this Rich Green Gold, but I highly recommend it to you. The final that I have ordered to extend my Daniel Smith collection is the Quinacridone Sienna. Now this one was, it was one of the first ones that really grabbed my attention. Like I said, it's just amazing. Out of the entire sheet, it just kind of glows. It just talks to you. Buy me, it says. Anyway, so what I wanted to share with you is I really went into researching Daniel Smith watercolors. I have seen a video yesterday about the owner who owns the brand and who has talked about it. He was talking about the minerals and their genuine colors. Oh yes, so that's the other thing I forgot to mention. They have things like Gen is for genuine. So these colors actually come from real minerals, and they will be more expensive than your other colors. And if you can see, this one has like a shimmer to it that is purely natural. I think it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The Amethyst Genuine, look at that, has a beautiful, is it focusing? Here we go, has a beautiful little shimmer. And look at this one, Sagulite Genuine. I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it correctly, but look at that. It's just amazing. So anyways, he was talking about how they, take the real minerals and how they make them into watercolor and the whole science behind it. So that made me fall in love with Daniel Smith even more. So I have found this lady on YouTube. Her name is Ali Brown, A-L-I Brown, and she has this video called My Favorite Daniel Smith Watercolors. What she does in that video is basically she talks how she takes her Schmincke Jane Davenport palette, which is a 24 color palette, and she then buys these color sheets and then tries to find similar colors to create a palette based on that. And then she shares her favorite colors from that collection, from the Daniel Smith that she then comes out with. And so I decided to do swatches myself and see what I like, and that was quite useful. This one is what I already have. But not wanting to. Here we go. So that's what I already have, and the colors are stunning. Well, have and will have, as the other 4 will be delivered soon. And these are her favorites, along with some of these, which I will explain what is going on here. So the ones she loves are Quinacridone Coral, New Gamboge, then Quinacridone Gold should be between these two. I just couldn't find it first, so I missed it, and then added it later on. So then Naples Yellow, Serpentine Genuine, Amazonite Genuine, Prussian Blue, Indigo, Amethyst Genuine, Shadow Violet, Moon Glow, Nephthamide Maroon. I will talk about this in a minute. Van Dyke Brown, Buff Titanium, and then, you know, I did the other 3 separately because I'm not interested in them because, you know, I don't need them. Is Lamp Black, Titanium White, and Iridescent Gold. Now, if you see, she has this Naples Yellow and Buff Titanium. That is because I think she predominantly paints dolls, so she needs a skin tone, and I think that's what she why she has those 2 colors that she then can mix up to make a suitable skin tone. Now, when she does her swatches, I am pretty sure it's not this one. Her swatch is a lot redder than the Naphthamide Maroon, so I'm thinking that possibly she meant either Perylene Maroon or Deep Scarlet. It kind of has that redness of Deep Scarlet, but maybe it just comes out like that on the camera. But if it's not that, it is pretty certainly this one. But the Naphthamide Maroon is a more kind of like a cool toned purpley kind of maroon color, whereas hers has definitely warm red to it. So the Iridescent Gold is also quite pretty. I will show you an illustration in a bit. Now, having done these swatches, I definitely set my mind that the next colors I will get will include the Quinacridone Gold and Moon Glow. Having not done this, I would not have realized how amazing Moon Glow is. When it dries, it kind of dries to this 2-tonal color. It pulls a little bit of lilac-y pink and grey. It's just stunning, and I think it would be amazing for, you know, various things. I predominantly paint flowers, so I think those kind of would be very useful to include in my palette. New Gamboge is also a very nice color, so I might do that. Okay, so that was very useful. I highly recommend you go and check out her full video. She does also swatches and things like that. Now, I have, like I said before, played a little bit with these watercolors, if I just find it, and just to kind of get an idea what I can do with them. I have never used gold watercolor before, and I have decided to risk it and go for it, and actually I really like the look. So if I'm just going to zoom into this, let's have a look. So I have used various different colors on here, so I don't quite remember what I did, but wherever I put, for example, this was a bit too blue and this one was too blue, so what I did was I went over with Rich Green Gold, and that made a huge difference. It just pulled the whole thing together. So if I'm just going to show you, that's the gold element on the leaves there and on the pots. These are stamps actually, so I've used them from, you know, they were included in the magazine that I mentioned, featured in my last video. These are these stamps that came free with it. I think it's still available. It's the April edition. And the magazine is called, oh, I don't think I have it here, do I? Yes, it's called Making Cards. Okay, thanks for watching. See you soon.